One of the oldest debates in leadership is framed by the question: are leaders born or made? The two speeches, the two film excerpts, provide useful bookends. In the first speech, Mr. Khan, on the left, the Muslim trader who became Gandhi's mentor, we could say, took over from him, but not before criticizing him by saying, "You have much to learn in handling men." In the second speech, Mr. Khan is now all praises. He's becoming quite good at this. So, even a leader as seemingly quote unquote great as Gandhi was in fact a product of development. He made himself into the leader that he became. An accompanying quote from the famous Super Bowl winning coach: leaders aren't born, they are made. And they're made just like anything else through hard work. And that's the price we'll have to pay to achieve that goal or any goal. The great African American poet Maya Angelou said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And that is relevant to our discussion on change because we try to communicate change rationally, brain to brain. And yet, we know this from our readings, that change is first felt emotionally. And only after time does it travel upward to be processed by the brain. And after much time, it travels outward to the body to overcome inertia and to overcome habits. One of the many quotes from Groves that illustrates this says that a leader's ability to demonstrate sensitivity and attentiveness to followers' emotions during the change process may prove critical to facilitating organizational change. Here's a typical scenario. The leader or manager says, "We have a great new plan," a common management pronouncement. And yet, as the thought bubbles illustrate, different individuals are processing this announcement differently. They're thinking about their job, whether they have to learn new skills, whether they can still work with their friends, what will happen to their beloved salary and bonus, do they have to move or relocate? But could they still have the energy for change? And who will their new boss be? And Gandhi, being attentive to how followers process change emotionally first, showed that eventually he learned how to balance what I call in this chart business acumen and people acumen. It's an untested model of mine, but I think it illustrates very well many of the leadership experience you might have had or observed. So on the left are all of these business acumen related attributes: rationality versus emotionality, logic versus psychology, vision versus empathy, how followers understand the vision. Business is clear cut. People are fuzzy. They're not responsive to formulas. That's why we say win the hearts and minds both. Thinking versus feeling. We try to communicate reality, but people's perception of the reality is their reality. So, Gandhi, occupying the left side of the leader's balance sheet at first, had to learn the right side of the balance sheet. By appealing to emotions in the town hall meeting, he showed that he had grasped this very important balance to influence culture and to influence change.